welcome to part two of this series on your social studies project. I am going to take you into Canva and show you how to produce this lovely brochure. All right. So most of you have all made a Canva account from school when we did this in school. If you haven't, remember, make sure you log in. You can sign up with Google using your 27 Lake George account. All right. So when you get to this landing page, this is where you will type in a simple BRO and you will get brochure. All right. And that's what we're going to use. All right. The standard brochure, trifold. You're going to click it once and you're going to get a bunch of different samples. Okay. Listen, whatever one catches your eye is up to you. Obviously, you can go blank. I would recommend getting something that doesn't have a picture that transforms over two of the folds. If you do it, it's okay. But we're looking for something along these lines. It has a little bit of theme on each of them, all right? But when you see something like this that goes over two of the pages, two of the folds, it's a little tough to kind of work after. But there are, I mean, hundreds of just awesome templates. All right, here's something that you've seen from mine before. So let's just pick this one. All right, so I click this one, and I have a brochure loading up for me. All right, and this is what you want to keep right here, 2 pages. Okay, 2 pages, and you know how Canva works. You have to, click, drag, drop, anything you need. Now, here's the one thing that I need you to understand. This is very, 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 very important. This page has to stay as your front cover. Okay, this has got to be your front cover, just the way it's going to fold. And this is always going to be your back cover. Okay, so if you look at mine, front cover, back cover, these 4, the rest of these, so if we go back here, this one, this kind of column, this column, and this column, you can put that in any order you want. I just happen to do geography, culture, government, economy in that order. It doesn't matter. So those 4, we'll call them columns, can be interchangeable. You can lay them out any way you see. Okay. So if I want economy here, geography, totally up to you. These two, this has to stay your front cover. This has to stay your back cover. Kind of like when we made those zines, those foldable zines in class before we left. They have to stay that way, okay? Because the way that we fold them, it's going to work that way. All right? So, this one came with some kind of South American, Central American feel already, but if I don't like that, I can get rid of it, okay? And let's say I want Brazil, all right? I'm going to add a heading, okay? Brazil is my country, just for fun. We're going to just use Brazil, all right? Remember, these guidelines help me line them up with the information that I need. Now, do I want a nice white background? Probably not. All right. So you got to think outside the lines, and you type in, over here we have photos. Remember, we have free ones and we have premium ones, but we want to try to stay with our free ones. So some beautiful pictures of Brazil. There's the Brazilian flag. There's a picture of some waterfalls from Brazil. A lot of things I can use for the background. Here's a very cool one here. Let's try that. So I'm going to put that in here. And remember, it sometimes will snap it to the entire screen, but maybe if I just want it on my column here, I can do that. Now I'm going to expand it down so it just focuses on that front one, this front cover. And hey, it's a little, dark. All right, it's hard to see Brazil, but there's a lot of options I can do. I can change this, obviously, to a bright yellow. Maybe not. White. We'll see. Okay, a little bit better. But also remember, I can take this picture and do a lot of cool things with it. I have a filter, kind of like an Instagram filter. I could make it gray, black and white. Probably not the greatest thing. I want to see those nice colors. I can, do all these retro style, cool filters. All right. I like the retro one. Let's keep it at retro. And another cool thing about these is this little guy right here is the transparency. If I want to take this down a little bit, it kind of makes it a little bit, lighter, transparent. You can see through it a little bit better. All right, so that's something you might want to take a look at as well. All right, and once again, the text, they have green in their flag. Maybe that works. Some different fonts, if you click here, kind of make better fits for your country. All right, so maybe down here, maybe that I leave that up. All right, I don't know. All right, so remember, this is your back cover. This is where you want to pretend you're a travel agent, you're a whatever, a tour company, all that stuff. When I worked with Mrs. Cattarelli, we were CH, Team CH, so that's what we use, CH Tours. We use the school address, and we made up some random phone number, and all this is made up as well. There is no chtours.com. This was just for fun. All right, and yeah, maybe I think we left it blanks to show you that you can add an image here or what. All right. Now, in regards of these 4 columns, all right, you notice some have pictures, some don't. All right, and let me show you how I made this. Okay, very quickly. All right, so if I go back to my brochure here that we use, I cleared out everything. And let's see, here's a beautiful picture of Brazil and the mountains nearby. And I snapped it to the grid. Oops, hold on 1 second. Nice, there we go. All right, and it does tell me where these folds are. All right, so I cleared out everything, and I said, this is going to be my background. But instead of typing over it, which doesn't look great, it's hard to read, I took a simple shape. All right, and if you go to elements and we go down here to a simple shape, you can crop this down nice and neat, put it right smack dab in the middle of the column, take the transparency down about, I would say 60, okay? And then this, you can play with this, it doesn't have to be 60, all right? Now you can create a text box, okay? And let's see, there we go. And now you have something that, one, gives you a little bit of the background, but actually makes the text a lot easier to read than this. Okay, you can see a gigantic difference. Okay. For the headings, I just added a heading. So I can, take this and put economy. And take this over here. That's a little too big. Once again, just go up here, adjust the size. Let's give it a different feel with the fonts. I don't know. Well, for sake of the video, I'll just move a little quicker. That one looks interesting. Let that load up. And, if that's a little too high, we just bring it down and boom, we got economy. And let's say, hey, you know what? I want that to pop really, maybe yellow, maybe white. Okay, there's a lot of cool different ways to do it. So hopefully that has helped you out a little bit. Remember, Canva saves automatically. All right, you can see right here it's changed automatically, and I'm sorry, saved automatically. And yeah, so we want you to just play around this. Your brochure should not be more than 2 pages, okay? Because we're gonna glue, when we print these in color, this will glue to this, and then we will create that trifold. All right. Oh, one last thing. Remember, I put in photos inside your box, inside different parts of the box. So if I have an economy picture and I go back to my photos with Brazil, you know, we got the cool little flag here. Let's, you know, let's throw that in there. Obviously, it's way too big there, but you just shrink it down. The guidelines will help you line it up, and boom, you got a picture in one of those texts. All right. Very, very, very excited to see what you guys create. You guys are amazing when it comes to having free reign on some of these projects. So I'm very, very excited to see what you guys create. All right. Hope this helps. I'm going to get this up on the site as soon as possible, and we will go from there. Thank you. Bye-bye.